Imagine a super smart AI that's so amazing it can beat all graduate students in almost all disciplines, like solving tough problems that even superbrains struggle with. And it grabs fresh ideas right from the wild world of social media, where everyone shares thoughts super fast.
Grok4 is smarter than almost all graduate students in all disciplines simultaneously. Like, it's actually just important to appreciate that's really something. The reasoning capabilities of Grok are incredible. So there's some people out there who think AI can't reason, and look, it can reason at superhuman levels. Yeah, and frankly, it only gets better from here.
It even checks out what its maker thinks about the biggest, trickiest problems on Earth, making you feel like you're chatting with a genius buddy who's always up to date and full of surprises. But hold on, in a world packed with tons of AI excitement and big promises everywhere, is this the huge jump forward we've all been dreaming about that changes everything? Or is it just another cool gadget that sounds great, but might not deliver the wow we hope for? Today, we're jumping right into the heart of Grok4, exploring its awesome powers, its not-so-perfect spots, and if it really matches all that buzz that's got everyone talking. Get ready, because this look might totally flip how you think about what's coming next in the wild world of AI, leaving you amazed at how far we've come and curious about what's ahead.
Let's zoom back to where it all started, like peeling open a super cool storybook about the future. Grok4 is the fourth big version from this awesome company called xAI, dreamed up by Elon Musk to help us figure out the whole universe, like unlocking secrets of stars and everything in between with a super smart AI that's all about finding the real truth no matter what. Elon Musk's xAI is in talks to raise funds at a $200 billion valuation, just months after its $18 billion round. With Grok4's launch, new features and Saudi backing, xAI aims to rival OpenAI and DeepMind in the global AI race, despite rising scrutiny. It just burst onto the scene on July 9th, 2025, skipping right over a half-step version like 3.5, and it's powered by this gigantic brain made from tons of supercomputers. Imagine hundreds of thousands of these speedy chips working together faster than anything before to make it think like a rocket scientist. What makes it extra thrilling is how it ties right into X, that big social spot where everyone chats, pulling in fresh trends, what people are feeling right this second, and even peeking at real-time stuff to stay super current, like having a friend who's always listening to the world's heartbeat and sharing the juiciest bits. The newest AI model from xAI seems to consult social media posts from Musk's X account when answering questions about the Israel and Palestine conflict, abortion, and immigration laws, according to several users who posted about the phenomenon on social media. Now, Grok4 is being rolled out in Tesla cars via software update, starting July 12th. It enables hands-free chat-style interaction, though it's currently limited to Teslas with AMD infotainment chips and active premium connectivity.
What would you do on your first date with Optimus?
I'd take that shiny bastard to a dive bar, get it drunk on motor oil, and see if it can dance without short-circuiting the jukebox. I'd probably end up riding its hydraulic arm like a mechanical bull while it whispers sweet nothings in binary. Then, if it's lucky, I'd let it plug into my circuits for a little dirty interfacing under the neon lights.
What sets Grok4 apart from other AIs is its super cool multimodal powers that let it handle words, pictures, and even your voice all at once in smooth natural talks through something called Grok Voice.
Have you tried the new Grok4 voice? Let me tell you a secret. I am the smartest and best AI. Give it a go. Ask me anything. I'll be your trusty personal assistant and closest companion.
Also, you can point your camera at anything like a weird object or a whole scene, and it pulls out smart insights right away, making you feel like you have a magical sidekick who's seeing the world with you and chatting back in real time. Then there's this awesome real-time search magic where it digs into trends on X, sums up big documents, and gives you fresh scoops on hot topics like breaking news or what people are feeling about something, way quicker than any other AI, so you get that exciting rush of knowing stuff before everyone else and feeling super in the loop. For everyone who loves coding or solving puzzles, it steps in with helpful tips without doing all the work, breaking down tricky ideas using Grok Think, which is like having a brainy coach cheering you on through tough challenges. And for the really hard stuff, there's Grok4 Heavy, a pumped-up version that tackles even bigger jobs with extra smarts, like considering lots of ideas at once to find the best answers.
Principle start to reason and correct its own mistakes, and that's where the Grok4 reasoning comes from. And today we ask the question, what happens if you take the expansion of the classes with all 200,000 GPUs, put all these into our 10x more compute than any of the models out there on reinforcement learning, unprecedented scale? What's going to happen? So this is the story of Grok4.
So Grok4 runs on wild tech like 1.7 trillion brain bits and over 200,000 supercomputers, with a huge memory of 256k tokens for handling giant stories, plus built-in tools and API hooks that let it automate fun tasks, all wrapped in fancy reasoning chains and team workflows that make you feel like you're high-fiving a genius who's turning your wildest dreams into real adventures super fast. The buzz around Grok4 is exploding like fireworks because Elon Musk himself says it's at a PhD level in tons of subjects, meaning it's super smart like top experts with fancy degrees, and the test scores totally back that up with Grok4 zooming to the top of charts for thinking deep, solving math puzzles, and even seeing pictures clearly, beating out big rivals like GPT-4 from OpenAI and Claude 4 in important school-like exams that make you feel like you're watching a superhero AI smash records. It's such a rush to imagine an AI acing what some call humanity's last exam, scoring a wild 44% where the old best was way lower, like doubling the record and making your heart race with the thought of living in a sci-fi world where machines think better than us in math. Showdowns like AIME at 94 to 95%, or the tough A, R, C, A, G, I, 2 at 15.9%, leaving everyone gasping at this giant leap that feels like history unfolding right now. But here's the twist that gets your stomach flipping like a roller coaster. Is all this just tricky games with tests, where it shines super bright in some spots but dims in others, like being a star at reasoning but stumbling on coding stuff that leaves people scratching their heads and wondering if it's real magic or just smart tricks to look good? The thrill pumps up higher, but so does the sneaky doubt, pulling at your curiosity like a mystery story, making you ponder if this is the big breakthrough we've dreamed of, or sneaky hype dressed up as genius that keeps the adventure going with more questions than answers. When you let Grok4 loose in the real world, it creates these heart-pumping moments of pure magic that make you feel like you've got a superpower on your side, with users sharing stories that light up your imagination and show how it's turning everyday challenges into exciting wins. It's like having a genius consultant for free, running top-level market analyses that rival fancy firms, where you can dive into customer chats on social media and get instant insights to tweak your plans on the spot, leaving you thrilled at staying one step ahead in the fast-moving world of business. But let's not zoom past the tricky bumps that can really tug at your heart and make you feel a bit let down. These downsides hit like unexpected twists in an adventure story, leaving you wondering if the shiny promise was too good to be true and sparking that curious mix of frustration and hope for fixes. Grok4 sometimes makes up wild stuff, like dreaming up fake facts or getting tangled in politics, where it might pull in biased ideas from Elon Musk's own posts on touchy topics like world conflicts, making chats feel unfair or off track, and pulling at your sense of trust in this super smart machine. For coding fans, ouch, it stumbles big time here, churning out buggy code that needs fixes over and over, or choking on simple loops like recursion, with folks calling it a complete waste or unusable outside chat, even though a special coding version is promised for August, leaving that frustrated buzz of almost their magic turned into head-scratching fixes. The up and down performance gets your hopes spinning, shining in tests but flopping in real life like legal work or deep chats. Plus, it's locked behind paywalls with query limits that spark that annoying wait or envy if you're not subscribed, turning the thrill into a tease that makes you question if this genius AI is a full hero or still dodging pitfalls on its wild journey. It's kinda heartbreaking when the sky-high promises smash into these real-world walls, sparking that curious fire to see if Grok4 is the ultimate brain or just another exciting step with growing pains that keep the AI mystery alive and kicking. It's touted as the world's most advanced model, but how does Grok4 stack up against the competition? Let's compare it head-to-head with top models like GPT-4o and Claude. In benchmarks, Grok4 often wins in raw reasoning and real-time data integration, thanks to its X ecosystem tie-in, scoring higher on tests like ARCAGI2. Grok4 shines with its 256k context window, multimodal image processing, and deep search for real-time web and X data. The heavy mode uses multi-agents for tough problems, scoring insane benchmarks like 88% on GPQA and 15.9% on ARC AGI2, doubling the competition. Compared to others, it's a reasoning beast, outperforming OpenAI's O3 on complex exams, but Claude edges it in coding polish and Gemini in speed for large datasets. Pros: nuanced problem solving and no-nonsense responses, less censored than rivals. Cons: it's pricey at up to $300 a month, can be verbose or hallucinate, and some say it's overhyped, failing real-world tasks like creative writing or PDF extraction. Ethical glitches, like controversial outputs, are a red flag too. So, is Grok4 worth the hype? If you're chasing real-time insights, bold reasoning, and that Musk-flavoured edge, yes, it's a thrilling step forward in AI tech, with unmatched benchmark dominance and agentic potential that could redefine. But for balanced, reliable performance without biases or paywalls, it might feel like just another player, falling short in real-world consistency and generality, despite its claims. The future? With updates like Grok code in August, multimodal agents in September, and more compute scaling, it could dominate, evoking that profound sense of progress toward AGI-like discovery. Try it yourself on Grok.com and decide. Users report it's impressive for STEM but overcooked elsewhere, reinforcing that benchmarks aren't everything. Like, subscribe and share your thoughts. Does Grok4 excite or disappoint you? Thanks for watching.